Alrighty, everybody. Hi there. I know it's maybe a funny. I'm in the process of finishing up a quilted bookmark, so just hold on. I want to get a little bit more done. I'll kind of talk over my shoulder, and you're gonna hear sewing machine noise. Sorry about that. Gotta move over a little bit more. I'll show you what I'm doing in a second. Hold on. Turn it a bit that way. Okay. Whoops. Move that. All right. More. I just have to put down my stitch. Hold on one sec. Back stitch a bit. Okay. Hang on. Gotta cut my threads. Still a little bit crazy on the back, but that's okay. Okay. That's what I just did. I made a few of these. Oh, hi, Kim. Thanks for coming. I got one more to do. I just have to change my thread, and I got an aqua one that's like this. Some of them I did. Hold on one sec here. See this one, how it has pinked edges? Oh, where's all my... Oh, hi. Hi, Shirley. Sorry, I didn't see it first. Excuse me, everybody. I've got a sinus thing going on. My nose drips and makes me cough. So I have just used up a bunch of extra fabric and odds and sods of batting that I have. And for these ones with the pinked edges, I just put them together so they're actually just raw. And then I sew it all around, and then I just pink close. And then I've just put a few lines of quilting in them just to keep them sturdier. And then some of them I did, I think it's called the envelope method, where you put your right sides together or sew around and then you flip it out. And then I just did like to close up the edge where what is it called? I don't know. Does it even have a name? Oh, hi, Colleen. You know where you flip it around, then you have an opening edge? I just folded that in, and then it went all the way around, like an eighth all the way around, like top stitch. And this one I put a line in the middle and then a few lines sideways. So some of them are done like this, and some of them are done the pink way. Some of them have more lines of quilting in them than others. Depends how skinny it is. Some of them have 2, some have 3, some have 4. I've got this one. This is kind of a guy one. I'm going to take them to the library and just donate them. The librarians can all have them. They can give them away, whatever they want. This one's kind of neutral. It's like little flowers. This one's a little skinnier, but it's longer if you got a big book. So I'm just trying to get all these done, fiddling around. Out of my way for right now. So I'm going to change thread while we chat. And sorry for the background noise of the fan. It's kind of warm today. We've got one of those weather station doodads in our kitchen, and it is right in the sun. So it's not 100% accurate, but whatever. And it says it's 30. So today's supposed to be a hot day again. Now, I forget what else I was going to tell you guys. I've put my thing up of what I was talking about like a week or so ago. I'm like, oh yeah, well, whatever. Anyway, okay, so today's Wednesday. As of Friday morning, like relatively early, we're trying to leave by 8. We have an approximate 4.5-hour drive to the south central interior of British Columbia, which is commonly known as the Cariboo. If you Google map search the town of 100 Mile House, we're somewhere in that area. It's my hubby's side of the family's reunion. And I'm probably not going to take my little camera and film because we're just doing family stuff and I don't really want my family splashed all over YouTube. So there's not much point. My phone films kinda. So I might just do like a scenery quick short something. I don't know. But we're going to be kind of busy, so probably not. So we're gone Friday all weekend. We're back probably Monday afternoon-ish. So for anybody that's watching the replay of this, all of my crafty friends that are in the 365 collab for Christmas, Christmas, I always forget if the hashtag is 365 Christmas or Christmas 365. I always have to look it up. Whatever. At any rate, I'm likely not gonna. I don't have no time, so forget it. You're not getting one again this month. It's just my summer's been kind of crazy, but kind of not. I'm just not there. Okay, so sorry everybody, but no. Oh, Colleen says she loves scenery. Well, I'll try. We'll see what I can do. Potentially, if I get fabric I need, my friend's looking through her stash. Otherwise, I'm going to go to one of the local quilting stores because I like that Robert Kaufman Holiday Flourishes fabric. And I don't really have a Christmas theme in my house particularly. But if I'm going to have a metallic accent, it's going to be gold rather than silver. And I got the pattern from Fabricland of all places, but it needs a square in the middle. I think they're cut 6.5. I have to look at it again. I just looked at it a while. I think it's 6.5. So a kind of biggish print to make it show is good. And then you put the rest of it around it. And if I get that done, that can be my September project because it's Christmas. But on the 30th, okay, Colleen says, don't forget. I will try to remember. Our niece-in-law has a bunch of activities planned, so I might not have time. Anyway, on the 30th of September, which I'm supposed to do the next upload because it's the last day of the month for the collab. That's when we upload. We will be on our cruise. Oh, hi, Granny Martha. Thank you. Oh, Donna's having lives. Okay, yeah, no worries. Have fun shopping. Thanks for popping in, though. It's our last day because we disembark on October the 1st, and I do not know. Princess's Wi-Fi is supposed to be really good because they've upgraded it now for all this medallion stuff. So if it's up to snuff and we're at sea, haha, we're like X number of miles offshore, whatever. Anyway, if it works and I can upload, and okay, great, I'll upload it. That's provided I get the damn thing done for starters. Well, there's no guarantees around that. If not, and I can't upload and it's being goofy. Oh, hi, Stock Explorer. Thanks for coming by. I'm sorry I blanked on your name again. I'm really bad about that. My apologies. If I don't get it uploaded on the 30th, then I'm going to, I'll upload it on like Sunday the 2nd instead. So it'll just be slightly late, but that's provided I get it finished. In other news, Nora, right now, yeah. Nora. I went to the orthopedic surgeon on Monday afternoon, and he sort of left it up to me because my knee is not that bad and I'm getting around, but I also don't want to always have to have a cane. And hi, Janine. A few people coming in now. I don't want to always have a cane all the time. I want to be able to walk the dog. And so I said, no, can you just fix it? Yes, it's a surgery, right? I know they always got to warn you about the particulars about being knocked out and everything and yada, yada. I've had a whole bunch of stuff done to me over my life. Surgery's fine. And this little fix-up surgery, like it's nothing. He puts the camera in my knee with the little suction duty on it, and he cleans up all the yucky bits. Might have to do a stitch here and there, depending on what my meniscus is folded over or whatever. But at the very least, it's torn and in a couple places. Oh, Janine's had both knees completely replaced. Well, possibly in my life, it'll come to that. But at the moment, this is just like a cleanup of my torn meniscus so I can walk properly. Should not be a big thing. I am scheduled for October the 31st. Or pardon me, October 21st, not Halloween. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Anyway, October 21st, it's a Friday. So fingers crossed. I thought I'd wait till last spring. But next spring, like whatever. But no, hey. Okay, so if it goes ahead, I will let you know. We shall see. What else is it going to tell you? Oh, I got something else to show you, though. This is going to be a video eventually. This friend that's coming with us on this cruise coming up, she'd never cruised before. We were supposed to do this cruise in 2020, and we all know what happened. So it's happening now. We're going down the coast. Oh, Granny Martha says she got the birthday card and mine was the last one. Oh, I got a $10 birthday. Thanks, Granny. No, I don't have a different mail address. Just email me. My email is in my about. I think I already gave it to you though, because I've emailed you before. So just email me and I will go on my Gmail in a bit and I'll email you back. Just make sure that you have it. If you don't already, or if you've saved it, that's fine too. Just let me know. I haven't moved or anything and I don't have a P.O. box. So whatever. If I gave it to you before, it's still the same. So don't worry about it. Oh, Janine says that's a quick and easy recovery for meniscus cleanup. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, thank you, Nora. She's doing the little pray for me. Yeah, I've heard that it's supposed to be pretty good. So I'm thinking, other than it's going to be kind of swollen and somewhat painful from actually being fooped around with and having surgery, it might actually be less painful than when I wrecked it originally. We'll see. And I'm going to have to be on crutches for a while, and I'm going to have to go back to physiotherapy and do all my exercises that I've been doing already anyway. So it's not like it's a huge thing. I'm going on with it. Anyway, this friend that we're cruising with, I'm making her this Traveler's Notebook journal. Sorry, it's kind of glary in here. Now, I've never done one of these before, and I think in the future what I'm going to do is fold how I want to fold and arrange how I want to arrange and then trim them down, because they're sticking out a little bit, which I actually don't really care. I mean, I think it looks okay. So what if the cover is a little bit smaller than the one sticking out? Does it really matter? Opinions? Most of the people that are on here are my cruelty friends, except Martha. Oh, there's one on the card. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Martha, for letting me know. Just checking to make sure. I'm inclined to leave it, sizey wise. Oh, Colleen says she doesn't think it matters. Okay, so my crafty friends that come on here that make journals all the time, what do you think? If you're watching the replay, tell me. Because I don't think it's that bad. It's a little bit out. Some of the papers I'm using are not even the right, like they're not all exactly the same width either. So some of them are skinnier, like see this one, this rope one. This is one of the ones from Scanned Fabric that I printed. So it's even a bit smaller. I'm going to go through this as when I'm done it and do a flip through, because I have a few tags I want to make. I'm not making it too fancy because my friend is not really into journaling. It's not her thing. I'm just going to put a few things, a few tags, maybe a pocket here and there, and call it a day. Because some of the papers I use, like those ones I printed, there's nothing on the back, right? It's plain blank. So I'm potentially going to put some lines or something on it, maybe even, I don't know. And I have stickers I'm going to stick around here and there too, just to kind of fancy it up a little bit. So I will do a flip through after once it's done. So if my other friends come and have a look at this, my crafty friends that do journals like Callie and Bobby Joe and Thelma and Carlene and all of you, tell me. Okay? And once this thing's done, I'm hoping to get it done next week after I get back. Then I can give it to my friend because we're going to see her on the long weekend. That's the plan. But having said that, there's almost the entire office is leaving this coming Sunday on the Serenade of the Seas to go to Alaska. A whole bunch of my colleagues are taking a whole bunch of clients and they're all going. So our manager asked for people to be butts in seats at the office and answer the phone and et cetera, et cetera. There's not hordes of people coming in right now. There's a few trickling in because people are thinking of next year and early 2024. And so you need people there to help out if needs be, but it's not like there's a torrent of people roaring in the door all the time. So it's not dire to have all hands on deck, just a few people to kind of keep an eyeball on stuff, basically. So on the 1st and 2nd, I said I would help out and work because I haven't worked in the office since pre-you-know-what. That we're not allowed to say, or YouTube freaks out. I did it like once a month-ish. I'd go in the office. It's nice to get out of the house and talk to other adults and learn some stuff from my colleagues, and I found it helpful. But generally, I prefer to work from home because I have documents that are helpful, and I have a bunch of stuff saved on my laptop, so I don't have to hunt for it. I can find it. It's just a bit easier, and I can go around with my laptop to other people's houses and then I still have all my stuff. I just find it more helpful, but whatever. I think that was all I was scheduled to tell you. My knee, we're going away for the weekend. Projects. That was it, I think. If I'm forgetting something, I'm sorry. Yes, it is, Nora. It's helpful. I prefer it. Some of my colleagues don't, though. Like, they work in the office and all their stuff is there and they don't do nothing at home. Nope. But they take iPads and whatnot with them when they leave so they can still check their emails. And I'm supposed to be doing that too. Like, I'm supposed to be on call all the time. I'm debating on bringing my laptop this weekend. I'm probably not going to. Oh, thank you, Janine. I'm probably not going to have time to do anything anyway. But the girl that does my nails, that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Is getting a new manicure because this is bleh, they're getting really long. She's going to Mexico to the Rio Emerald Bay for spring break. Another friend of hers is going. They all got little kids. So they're going off for spring break. Well, her brother wants to come, and her grandma wants to come. So her brother and her grandma are going to be roomies, and I am able to use my booking site to send an e-brochure off to people. And it has all the description and everything and the flights and all that on it, right? Because it's a package. So if people want to, I can go on my sim booking site and I can click through the booking process and I can help you do it. But that e-brochure allows you to do it yourself. It's convenient. And that's what Danielle that does my nails did, and that's what a friend did. So she says, please just send me another one of those e-brochures and I will get my brother and my grandma booked and I'll run through the booking stuff myself because she did it before and it's easy. Okay, fine. So if she does it over the weekend, I'm going to talk to her about this tomorrow. If she does it over the weekend, I have to make this document up to put like all of the travel stuff all in one place. It's called a customer travel order. It's kind of a legal thing, sort of, but it's a handy thing too, because I can look up one thing and it's all there. But that also allows me to make an invoice and sort of an invoice / receipt document. Is kind of both. And I'm supposed to do that like in a timely manner. So if she gets her brother done on Friday, I'm technically supposed to get her this document on Saturday. So I'm going to see what she wants to do exactly. And if it's a time thing for her and she has to do it on the weekend, fine. Then I'll bring my laptop and I'll do it. But if she can wait until Monday or Tuesday to do it, then I won't bring it and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to put my reply on, sorry, I'm gone. I'll catch you on Monday afternoon. Because they live kind of out in the bush a bit. Not really. I mean, they have Wi-Fi, but it's potentially spotty anyway because they're not like right near a big city. So it would work for my purposes, but if I don't really need to do it, then I'm not going to. There's close to 40 people going, but that includes babies, so we're going to be busy. Again, we were supposed to do this family thing in 2020. Oh. Anyway, so this coming up at the end of September, we're on the new Discovery Princess. I already told you guys this once before. And I will be filming as I go around the ship doing stuff. It is not going to be a comprehensive guide to the Discovery Princess because I'm still limited with my walking around. I'll just film stuff as I go. It is basically us to get back on board a ship. Hallelujah. The fun cruise is going to be in the Caribbean with our friends in February. And then we're on the Sky Princess, which, I mean, princess ships have a thing. They're all relatively the same. Differences with class, obviously, and sizes, but they have a general sort of layout that's similar. So if you've gone on one, you probably can find your way around the other ones that you might go on. So Oh, hi. Meet me. That Dutch Canadian's here. He's one of my train buddies. Once in a blue moon, I go on the Revelstoke, BC virtual railfan camera and watch it. I've been to Revelstoke a number of times, and I have some train footage of my own. Not that it's great, but I do have some. From our gazillion road trips back and forth to Alberta, that was a stop. There's a convenient Petro-Canada gas station right off the highway. And my husband likes their diesel. The truck likes their diesel. So we always stop there. So I go on there and I chat with lots of people that also like it. And sometimes there's really cute footage. Sometimes there's kind of a local bear. So a bear wanders across the tracks and it's fun. Josh, right? I'm sorry, honey. Yeah. I just said that to Nora too, that I'm sucky with names. Oh, and yesterday, finally it's over. Our neighbor next door, we've been friends and neighbors for 18 years. We moved in together 2 weeks apart. Like they moved in and then 2 weeks later we moved in. And he got kind of sick and weren't sure what was going on in the spring, and his back was hurting and he thought he just threw his back out, and it turns out he had cancer and it was all through his spine and everything. And anyway, it went downhill really quick and died at the end of July. So yesterday was the memorial service. And my husband was, because he has a bunch of like sound equipment because he used to DJ. So him and a couple other people made up like a PowerPoint thing and put music to it and all that. And Tony brought some of his stuff to play it. And a bunch of other neighbors came by. We used to have epic Canada Day parties there. Cops were called, those kind of parties. Yeah. Thank you, Colleen. He was the nicest guy. We're going to miss him terribly. Thankfully, his wife is not moving. She really likes the neighborhood, likes her house, likes all the neighbors. So she says, nope, I'm not going nowhere. I'm happy here. So thankfully, she's amazing too. But yeah, it was. And Tony says already that him and Kyle are going to go and put up her Christmas lights, because that was sort of a thing that Rick would go put up his Christmas lights and my husband would be like, oh, I got to go put mine Christmas lights up. And a few years ago, when my husband got tired of shoveling snow, not that we get lots, but it happens, we went and bought a snowblower. So a snowfall happens and there's my husband out there snow blowing. Well, what does Rick do? Goes and buys a snowblower. So the last few years, the two of them were out there snow blowing. Like, the people that live next door to them are somewhat elderly and don't want people like having heart attacks and stuff shoveling snow. So they would go and shovel do other people's driveways and stuff so they could get their cars out and go across the road and do the sidewalk. And then there's a couple of guys further down on the other side that also have snowblowers. So they would sort of do further down the road. So like our section of the road would get kind of cleared up. Yes, Colleen, you're absolutely right. We do have good neighbors. The people that live on the other side of us are awesome too. They've been here for 7 years, I think. And my neighbor across the street does my long arming. So when I've done quilting videos and you see all that really nice quilting, that's not me. I do stitch in the ditch on like table runners and stuff like that. And those bookmarks, that's it. That's the sum total of my quilting. Thankfully, Beatrice is really good and reasonable. And I don't really know that much about it. And I'm not good at picking designs. So I take my quilt over there and I take the backing and she looks at it and she goes, oh, well, I think we should use this color of thread. And how about this pattern? And I'm like, okay, sure. And she uses Hobbs 80/20 batting and I buy that off of her. And she always is generous. So I usually wind up with a piece like 15 inches or so. And it's like the whole length. So I just hack that off and I Franken batten it. And then that can be for something else or table runners or whatever. Oh, Janine says her hubby snow blows the neighbor across the street from us. She's 98. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm just lucky, Colleen. Beatrice is awesome. Her website is called pumpkinpatchquiltingbc.com, I think, or pumpkinpatchquilting.com or whatever. She makes really cute applique patterns, and I bought some of them, which I intend to do at some point. But yeah, her long arm's great. She's got one of those American Professional Quilting System machines, and it does have the software. And I just get edge to edge. So usually she just picks out something and the computer does it, which is why she's quick. Like it, and I don't make great big quilts. Usually they're throw size. This medallion one's going to be bigger though. I'm pointing at it because it's hanging on my design wall right now. I have one more border to go around it. I think it's going to be 72 by 72. I haven't looked at the pattern. But I'll do a part 2 video of that when I'm done with it. And I'm fairly sure that I'm going to just use black for the backing. Almost positive. I might put like black and then a gray and then black. I'm not sure. I just ordered like 2 more meters of black, so I got a whack of it. We'll see. See how the spirit moves me. And at some point in that, I think I might put the label in, because I have a dark green permanent fabric marker. My sister gave me a pack of them, and I use it for labels all the time. And you just write on it. Like I use freezer paper to make it stable, and I write on it, and then you just give it a press and it stays. And if I put it on one of the lighter grays, I think it'll show up. But that one, I'm going to big stitch it. I've sort of debated it. And I'm like, maybe I should. No. And then I went and looked through thread I had, because I bought 12 weight sulky before, because I did big stitch on my aunt's quilt in 2018. So I bought a variety of variegated sulky 12 weight. And I happen to have a green that I'm pretty sure is going to match those greens in there, or it's going to be close enough that it, like, whatever. I also happen to have black. Okay, handy. I didn't have gray, so I actually went on the sulky website and ordered a couple of grays and a couple of variegated grays, and I'm going to fiddle and see what looks the best. I'm not concerned about having extra thread. I will use it for something. So that's sort of my plan. So depending how that journal gets finished, if I can get the Christmas table runner done. It's for me, so it's not a big scream and rush to get it done. I just want it for my own purposes. But might as well get it out of the way. Oh, Dutch Canadian Josh says his internet's cutting in and out due to me on the road home from Moy Lake. Moy Lake. Oh, I think we camped there once. Ages ago. Sounds familiar. Is that near Cranbrook? Remind me. And Janine says they're going to need a younger neighbor because her hubby turned 60. Well, presumably he has not a lot of snow-blowing life left in him. Fingers crossed. I'm sure, Janine. You guys are awesome. You should get him on and have him talk too. I know, but my hubby never does. He doesn't care about YouTube. Okay, he was camping there a week. Yes, 20 minutes out of Cranbrook. That's right. I knew it was familiar for some reason. But it was a gazillion years ago. I don't really remember. Thank you, Josh. Yeah, so that's kind of where I stand. So I don't want to go on and on here. So now you guys have the scoop about upcoming stuff that I may or may not be doing. Some of you have had sort of a taste of my life over the last few years that have been subscribed to me for long. So you know that sometimes things don't occur as they may or may not should have been occurring. It is what it is, which is why I don't schedule lives all the time. And like, I mean, a lot of my quilting buddies are great. They're like this day, like, right? I forget and I go, oh yeah, right. It was so and so live and I completely forgot, or I was busy or whatever. But I can't do that. I'm lucky to go, okay, well, let's do it this once a month. That's the best I can do. I just don't have time. And I know that if I try and schedule it, it's going to get messed up all the time. Oh, hi, Thelma. Oh, Josh says you've been subbed for 5. Yeah, about that. I think you subbed back in the winter. Some of my quilty friends have been subscribed to me for a couple years now, though. Yeah, I'm going to sign off too. Colleen, if you got to go, that's fine. I know you're busy too. No worries. Okay, so Thelma, since you're here, I said to watch the replay, but you're a journaler. I want to show you this. Okay, it's not sewed or nothing. I was asking everybody's opinion. Okay. I'm going to make this for my friend. Bye, Josh. What do you think? Should I really try to trim the inner pages down or not? How important is that? I'm inclined to leave it because I don't really mind how it looks. That some of the inner pages are bigger than the cover. It's a traveler's notebook, by the way, as you might have guessed. What do you think? I'm hoping later on that other people like, oh, see, Thelma says I don't need to either. I was going to like, Carlene and Bobby Joe and Callie and put ribbon on the edges of the cover and cover them up. Oh, that's an idea. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. But bye, Janine. Yeah, keep your needles moving. I will. Okay. Thanks for the input, though, Thelma. I'll think about it because that's not a bad idea. So I might fiddle around and make the cover bigger, or I might just trim some of the pages up in the inside, or I might just say forget it and leave it the way it is. My friend is not a journaler per se, so she's not going to care. But thanks for the opinion. Okay, so if it starts to bug you, right? Yeah, no worries. I do that all the time. Yeah, that's what I thought. So thank you for the opinion, Thelma, because you're better at this than me. That's my first one. Got to start somewhere. Okay, so now we've had a half an hour, and I don't want to yap at you anymore, so I'm going to cut this short. So we'll see how September goes, whether I do live and whether I have time, and whether I upload my Christmas collab video or not, or we'll see. No, there's no guarantees. Hopefully routine will get established back again in October, and then I will be relatively, yeah. Okay? Take care, everybody. Thanks for coming. Bye.